kids, comics. Silver-haired Bronze Age babe here, yakking about her comic book collection, and today talking facsimiles and reprints. I picked up a few of the facsimile issues that DC Comics started putting out this past fall. I think they're really interesting. I understand Marvel has done that in the past, and so this I guess is the first time DC has done it. I gotta say, I do get a kick out of seeing the original ads because as someone who, I'm sorry this is getting dark, but my Fortress of Solitude, this time of year, this is the best I can do on the light. Seeing the ads is just kind of fun. Although it is never far from my mind that this is a facsimile, that this isn't the real thing. I think it's cool that they're doing it, and I really hope people who hadn't experienced a lot of these stories before pick it up and fall in love with the late silver and early Bronze Age stories the way I did back in the day. And I will say, particularly for a book like this one, and also particularly that, I mean, it's nice to have a beautiful example of the cover, because in order to get your own real issue of this, you would have to part with hundreds of dollars, and I'm not going to do it. So it's nice to have something that's just so clean. I will say, though, that my preference for reprints really lies within two other batches that DC has done over the years. I think these are from 1987 or something. Wrong, 92. Silver Age Classics, they put out, I think about 6 or 8 books like this, and it is the actual story, and on comic book paper, and so that's cool. But what I like about these is the commentary and articles that are included with them. Now, I understand that I kind of approach a lot of these things from certainly not a scholarly aspect, but I really do kind of like reading about the books that I really liked. And so having kind of the background and the commentary about these books is something I really like, and what makes some of these reprints worth it to me. I mean, look at all, people have a lot to say about these books, and so I think I really appreciate this series a lot. And the other reprint series I like is the Millenniums, and they do the same thing. They reprint the original stories on comic book paper, although the colorization is amped up, which again I can live with. But again, what I kind of am really attracted to in the Millennium Editions is the articles that accompany each issue. Why this is a big deal, interesting, amazing, true facts, that kind of thing. So again, and it's probably just me, but I, from kind of a study session kind of perspective, I really like having the Millennium Editions, and particularly for books that I don't think I have any. Well, I'll show you. I have the original of this, and I have the original of that. I gotta say, I don't have the original of this, and the first time I read this introduction of Batgirl was this book. So, yay, 2 birds with 1 stone. I have a bunch more of these Millennium Editions that I just don't have time to lug them all out, and you really don't need to see them all, I'm sure. But the one I do want to talk a little bit about is this Jimmy Olsen. This is first Jimmy Olsen. reprint. What is different about it, you say? Well, it doesn't have the little medallion. There's no Millennium little gold imprint on there, so apparently they had to recalled this book. But someone hung on to it and I ended up with it, so there you go. But anyway, so reprints and facsimiles, on the whole, I like them. I'm glad to see them, and I'm glad to have a lot of these examples in the collection. Thanks so much for stopping by. I'll see you next time.